Hello, today we're going to learn how to create a drop-down form field in Bluebeam Revu, and I'm using Revu version 20, so this should work on basically version 2018 and above. So where do we start? Where we want to go first, and let me close that off, is up here to File, and I'm going to create a PDF from a template just to pull something in. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this submittal form that's in here, and I'm going to modify this. So I'm going to do add just a drop-down field in here so you know how to do it. So let's say we want to put it right in between here. So I'll go ahead and say drop down, and I'll line up my lines for the field itself and pull that out, and that is a drop-down field. And, maybe what this would be is, I don't know, maybe we would want to put something in here like region or something. And I really didn't put that in the perfect spot. So it's called drop-down, so we can actually move this down. No, you can't. There you go. So I like that size better. And I'm going to put the word region out here. So I'm going to use my typewriter mode. And if you can't use your shortcuts, there's a function in the preferences so that you can use your keyboard shortcuts for that. I'm going to try to make this match. I think this is Helvetica, and it's probably a slightly smaller size. Let's guess 10. And put in a colon in there. And it should probably be moved over a smidgen to line up with the other ones. And maybe that's really a 9 now that I'm looking. And I'll move it down a little. Oops. I'll move it down a little bit. And see if I can get that lined up. And that looks pretty close. So we have a drop-down field, and I'm on my forms panel, and I want to probably change this to say it's a region, right? And on that field, when you have it active from the forms panel, you can have the properties tab open, and that could be either here on the right or over here on the left, depending on what profile you're using. So if you want me to put this over here on the left, I can do it. You can just say that I want to attach it to the left, and now it's over here. It doesn't really matter which one it's on. But if you scroll down here, it gives you item and add. So if we were going to do regions like northeast, right? And you want to make sure that you've spelled it right and so forth before you actually put that in there. And then you hit add. And then it goes into the list over here. So if you want a southeast, and an add, and so on and so forth. So you can say you want to sort these items so that they're alphabetical. And so if I put in, let's do South Central, add, you can, oh, and I spelled it wrong. I hate when I do that. Well, we'll show you how to get rid of those things too. So we'll add the right one, and then we'll click on this one, and I'll take that out in a minute. But what I want you to see here is now that you hit escape and you're going to use the form, you can see your choices, all right? Now, how do you get rid of one if you've misspelled one or put one in that you don't want anymore? It's somewhat similar. You'll go back to the form section into the region where your detail is, open the item list, all right, and then you get on the one you want to remove, which is that one. So just move on to it, and then you hit the X, and that will remove it, all right? And once you've got that, then you're pretty set to go, unless you want to add another one in here. Why don't we call this Western? Let's just add one more and hit add. And because we've said sort items, they're coming out in alphabetical order. All right, so if I hit escape out of there, or I move to something else. Now when I put my choices in here, I can see what they are. All right, so pretty easy to do a drop-down list. Thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions, where can you go? You can always reach out to me at hagenbusinesssystems.com, and I'll just type in up here in my typewriter mode exactly how to get a hold of me. So here I am, Carol Hagen, my phone number, and my email address. And we'd love to earn your business if you aren't already using us. Feel free to reach out. We actually provide more value with a annual maintenance subscription than most resellers. So call us for details. Have a great day now.